everyone. Coming to you guys with a quick reading and Keith Powers and Ryan Destiny. And I mean, congratulations to this young, lovely couple. First time I'm reading on them. A lot of you guys, a lot of people always asking me to read on Ryan for years now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she's such a beautiful young lady. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She looks innocent. She's not innocent. She have a smart mouth. That Aries moon in her mouth. She's very smart mouth. Don't matter if she look innocent and quiet and stuff. But she's not easy. When coming to Keith also too, he's not no saint either. I'm saying? Yeah. But this, as I say, remember they were together and then that break up. I'm saying? Yeah, they was together during COVID and then that break up, and then glad to see that they come back and put aside the differences. I'm saying? Yeah, they're not a perfect match, astrology wise, in my opinion, from doing as a professional matchmaker for over 30 years and so, but they can work. I'm saying? Yeah, it have no. I keep trying to tell you guys this over, and a lot of you guys, man, just be going into all this stuff. When you look at Keith Urban and Nicole Kidman, they're such a weird astrology matchup. These signs just off the chart, but they've been together for 20 years, nearly 19 years. I'm saying? Yeah, they had the ups and downs and stuff like that. So what I'm trying to show you to prove that astrology, it doesn't really matter, and I always stand by that. You can be the perfect match. You can match up a person. It's not guaranteed to work long term. Nothing is guaranteed anymore in this day and age. I've been saying that for the last 5 years, especially when it comes to celebrity relationships. What you have to do, both people have to be healed. Both people have to want it. They have to be into each other. They have to be compatible in different ways, spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally. And they have to do certain things in order for it to really want to work. I'm saying? Yeah. So I've seen a lot of relationships, for instance, like Halle Berry and Van Hunt. Van Hunt is a Pisces. Halle Berry is a Leo. A lot of Leos and Pisces are track, but they don't really go long term. But they've been hanging in there. But you can tell she paying for everything. I'm saying? Yeah. So basically, Halle, she paying for the dick. I'm saying? Yeah. So that's how we look at it, because we haven't seen Van Hunt really pop off in anything, for years. I'm saying? Yeah. So back to this situation here with Keith and Ryan, they can work long term. Will their marriage work? Yes, it can work, but it's up to them. They have to want it, they have to be hungry. I'm saying? Yeah, I'm saying, so they have certain things in the chart. When I'm looking at them, it's not ready for a perfect match from on paper, but they can work, because they know each other before. I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm happy that that Keith did the right thing, and I'm happy for Ryan, and I hope that two of them can come together and really blossom into something solid. I'm saying? Yeah. So one of the things I'm seeing here when coming to with Leo men, sometimes Leo men will come back, chase you down, and then they get comfortable. So I'm seeing that Ryan will have to put some pressure and do not let him get comfortable, because this engagement could lead into a longer period of time now. I'm saying? Yeah. And you don't want to waste your time, because she's such a young lady. I'm saying? She's 30 years and her clock is ticking. Also, too, I'm seeing that she can get pregnant if the relationship go past one more year, a year and a half from now or sooner. She can happen to have a baby in this relationship. I'm saying? Yeah. So we don't want her to get pregnant while just being engaged. I'll prefer that, I'm saying, that it just tidy not. For instance, like we had predicted here 4 years ago, 4 years ago, since back in 2021, when coming to Eric Murphy and Jasmine Lawrence, Eddie Murphy son, and Martin Lawrence daughter. They all know each other. The Keith Powers, the Eric, and all, they all in that circle. Barry Bonds son, Puffy big son, I think Christian Combs, I believe. They're all in that circle. A lot of them. I'm saying? Yeah, they're all in that age group. I'm saying? Yeah, the Keith Powers, the Barry Bonds son, the Eric, the Jasmine Murphy, all of them, that whole crew, they all around the same age group. So they all know each other in Hollywood. I'm saying? Yeah. So we had predicted, you guys who've been following me over the years, I'm saying, we had predicted that for Eric and Jasmine, Eric Murphy and Jasmine Lawrence, that they were a perfect match, and we had liked them, and we had called that since back in my celebrity blog, since back in 2021. You know what I'm saying? When I saw them, you know what I'm saying? Yes, I'm happy that Eric decided to just throw in the towel and, and just elope and get married. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So what I'm seeing here with Ryan, she will have to put pressure on Keith. Do not let him get too comfortable, because I'm seeing that this wedding should take place by next year. It shouldn't take that long. You don't need no big setup of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Love is love. You already know the person from long time. You don't need no more time again, no extra time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I would like to see them just officially get married. That is what we're wishing for. We don't wish anything bad. So what I'm saying, sometimes some Leo men, they can get too comfortable. You know what I'm saying? So I'm seeing with him, he can get a little too comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Yes, and try to push this wedding into like 2027 or something like that. It don't need no, whatever it is. They can just elope. And then if they want to do something later on, they can do something. But we're not here to tell anybody what to do. We're just wishing, because we want the best for them. And we want to see them win. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that is what I'm seeing here, that she will have to put pressure on him. Hurry up. Let's just do this stuff. You don't need no more extra time. You already know the person. After you spend 2 years with someone, a year with someone, and stuff like that, you've been dating them, you don't need no additional more time and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you already know each other. Just make it official and done. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that is what we're seeing here, that I see that this can get comfortable and that it can lead into things. So hopefully we can see a wedding sometime next year. See the wedding officially by next year, summer, spring, summer, like a June wedding or something like that, June, July wedding, somewhere around that time. That's what we're praying for and hoping for. And I hope that it don't drag out, this engagement don't drag out into 2027. Because I see that if it drag out, I see that Keith could be the weakest linked in this situation. You know what I'm saying? Yes, he is the weakest link in the situation. I see some kind of move for them. They're gonna move in together. New jobs. I see a lot of opportunity for Ryan. I see how she should be acting in 2 new films sometime for next year. Something for 2026. So 2026 looking good for Ryan. Also, too, I see new jobs for Keith also too. So he's gonna step his game up. She's stepping the game up. I'm happy for them. We're sending positive energy. Don't be surprised we see a baby, some kind of baby announcement. If the relationship go past a year and a half from now, that is what we're seeing. As I say, when coming to the matchmaking, you know what I'm saying? We are the best over here. Anybody need to know your blind spot, you need to know the year is nearly finished. Go to thespiritualfixer.com. And if you want to know what's happening for your life, why you're not finding love, I will honestly tell you the truth. Sometimes the truth hurts, but you have to tell people the truth. Why they're blocked, why they're not finding love. Some people are blocking different reasons. Sometimes it's attitude. Sometimes you could be blocked psychologically. Sometimes you need to snap you out of that funk. Some people could be still going through grief. All different types of stuff. They sit down hoping and thinking the man's supposed to come in front of the door. It don't work like that. So we are sending prayers, positive energy for Keith and Ryan. We want the best for them. We see good things for them. But they have to move smart, continue doing what it is they're doing. Keith have to be careful. Don't put himself out there. Do not give himself access to other people so that he could bring shame and any kind of embarrassing situation for Ryan. You understand what I'm saying? As I say, Ryan is not easy herself. She looks innocent, but her mouth is very smart. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she have a smart mouth also too. So she could be a little mean sometimes too, if you catch her when coming to that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But they're not our favorite match astrology-wise on paper. But as I tell you guys, astrology doesn't really mean anything. You have to be compatible. I've seen a lot of people who's not match up astrology-wise, and they have long-lasting relationships. You have to want to make it work. And it takes sometimes too. For instance, like Halle Berry and Van Hunt, they're from Ohio. That is one of the reasons why I believe that, they have a lot in common, a lot of history. They're born and grew up in the same state of Ohio. You look at Keith Urban and Nicole Kidman, you know what I'm saying? Nicole, she grew up in Australia, and Keith, he's New Zealand, I believe. So they have a lot of New Zealanders and Australians are married long term. I know a lot of them personally. I have clients in Australia and New Zealand. So I know they have a lot of history together, those two countries, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it makes sense. So sometimes people culture can help a relationship last longer, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So again, no astrology sign is perfect. Doesn't matter if it look good on paper. That don't really mean nothing in my opinion, from my experience. It all depends on your culture, your background, and it's a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Do astrology really do help and to help the people live in a more happier union and stuff? Yes, it do. But it's not 100%. You know what I'm saying? Yes. All right. So take care, guys. I'm wishing all the best for them.